Peeping Todd's Pervert Supplies. Get out of the bushes and into our store. Become a member today and we'll whack off an additional 10%.
Hello out there, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. I know what you're thinking about how the intro is. October is over and we're now in November. Well, there is one more Loud House episode I wanted to review that takes around a Halloween theme. And I did pull this episode out of the Loud House episode request hat. And because it's November, I give you all Last Loud on Earth, the 21st episode of Season 4 of The Loud House, and above all, the 170th episode. You know, when watching this episode again, it kind of reminded me a bit of One That Flew Over the Loud House. And also, it makes me wonder, if this was a zombie apocalypse for real, what would I do in a situation like this, being the last person on Earth? And when I say that, it kind of reminds me of a Treehouse of Horror Simpson episode where Homer thought he was the last person on Earth. Well, let's see how good of an episode this one is. Today's Loud House episode was requested by Timberwolf Studios, Antonio Negredo, Addict, Frederick LaFrance, Richard Wary, hashtag Help Finley Save Scrappy Doo hashtag, Maiku Villarreal, and Jade.
More zombies. Better put a little distance between us.
You know, seeing something like this reminds me a bit of the movie I Am Legend that has Will Smith in it. And somehow I didn't even appreciate that movie.
Well, Goldie, looks like we just gave ourselves a new leash on life.
Colonel Austin is such a boss, taking out zombies and lightening the mood.
Not to mention a duck.
Not to mention he gets a good ending. You know, I stated before in a couple of reviews last year ago about how many zombie movies there exactly was, but if you really want a good zombie movie, you're better off watching Land of the Dead if you really want something gory and more violent. And watch it at 1 o'clock in the morning. It will make you change your mind forever. But anyways, Lincoln and Clyde are feeling so confident that they're actually going to watch the zombie marathon. That is, until their dad tells them it's time for bed.
All right, my little zombie heads, let's go. Time for bed.
Okay, Dad. Come on, Clyde. Wait, what?
I said it's wow, that was easier than I expected.
That's odd.
Oh, wait, Clyde, I promised your dads a timestamp picture of you on your way to bed. Here we go.
You're not going to post that, are ya? But as Lincoln makes it so much easier for his dad, he finds a loophole about this, that they're not going to miss the zombie marathon. And they're going to watch it in Lisa's bunker, which you kind of guys would kind of remember what she had during an April Fool's Rules. But here's the running gag of that.
Great idea. But how are we going to break through her security system? Oh, please. The code is her birthday. Lisa may be a genius, but she's terrible at creating passcodes.
You think I can get you laugh?
You idiot.
No comment. Just no frickin' comment about it. I have no idea what goes on in Lisa Loud's head. Or maybe I just don't want to know at all. Then Lincoln and Clyde actually find their way in Lisa's bunker, and they're watching the zombie marathon.
Back to Swarm of the Zombies Part 2, Runaway Brain.
Stop! We may not be able to stop these freaks, but we can slow them down.
We now return to...
You know, if you were to watch this episode somewhere on YouTube, you might notice about the clock. Anytime it transitions over to Lincoln and Clyde, watch the actual clock up there. You'll notice how the time actually changes real quick.
Don't worry, no one's getting into our secret hideout, Goldie. Hey, zombies, got some fresh brains for you. Skull to table.
You know, I watched this one anime show called High School of the Dead, and yet noises actually really do attract zombies.
Now back to Part 4, Citizen Brain. And now back to the exciting conclusion of Part 5. Nothing ventured, nothing brained.
Want to do the honors, Goldie?
Say goodbye. No!
Woohoo! I knew they could do it!
Coming soon, Evil Bread 2, Bread Before Dawn. Bread again. Bread men don't wear plaid. Bread takes a holiday. The Bread Zone. The good, the bread, and the ugly. The burning bread. Murder by bread. The quick and the bread. The bread also rises. Yeast of Eden. Bread at 21.
You know, every time when I watch something that happens to do with zombies, it reminds me of this one teenage contestant from, I think I could be wrong, he might be from Pakatu Island, and he is so petrified of zombies. I'm not sure if his name was Sean or Zach. I just think his name might be Sean. I just see his face somewhere here. But anyway, it's 7 a.m. and Lincoln and Clyde must return back inside the house. And I think things might get interesting.
Oh, good. No one's up yet.
From the looks of this, it's too quiet, and I don't like it.
I guess they are up. Pretty early for a Saturday, isn't it?
You know, it's funny when I said this before in One That Flew Over the Loud House, how it was so quiet around in the afternoon, but somehow it's so much quieter around 7 a.m.
Mom, Dad! They're gone too? I better call them. No service. No electricity either.
By the way, does anyone else hear that music in the background?
Mom, Dad! They're gone too?
That kind of beat puts chills on people's spine and skin.
Where is everybody? Place is like a graveyard. I don't like the looks of this.
I love this dark atmosphere. It so puts me in the mood for Halloween. Or at least to watch a horror movie.
This is weird. Come on. Mr. Grouse!
And you know, my big concern about this is, why the hell are they leaving the doors open? Are most of these people waiting to get robbed by somebody out here? But Lincoln and Clyde search the entire neighborhood. There's nobody around, the abandoned streets, no power.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear we woke up in a zombie apocalypse.
Huh? What's so funny?
You can't be serious, kid. A zombie apocalypse? The only thing you need for an apocalypse is a zombie.
We have to remain calm.
Zombie! Run away like little girls! Run!
I don't think he saw us.
We lost it, but who knows how many more are out here?
Oh, take a breather, laddie.
Do you think they got our families? I doubt it. Lynn's a black belt and Lola's a biter.
That's not gonna be enough to save her. It's only inclined actually fearing that they're in a zombie apocalypse world. They somehow search so much of the streets and they make their way to the Bourbon Burger, which is also abandoned.
I need to use the bathroom. I know it's for paying customers, but I really have to go. It's the apocalypse, Clyde. I think that rule is out the window.
Yeah, here's a little tip of advice about doing something like this during a zombie apocalypse. Stand guard the door to make sure nothing happens to someone who's using the bathroom. Because really, that's how you can catch somebody off their guard.
The zombies. Never mind. I'll be later.
Seriously, Clyde, just take a piss already. Like, to shake it up, but don't play with yourself. I'm sorry about that, but this gets serious when you're in a zombie apocalypse.
Remember what Colonel Austin said? We might not be able to stop him, but we can slow him down.
And that moaning and groaning sounds so familiar, like it sounded like John DiMaggio. But Lincoln and Clyde using zombie movie logic to make things work out for them in survival.
Clinkin' McCloud.
I wish they stopped saying that. Now then, Lincoln and Clyde actually make their way to Flips.
Okay, Flips looks zombie-free. Grab what you can. I put a ton of cheese and crackers in our secret hideout, but that was like 5 years ago.
You know, that would be my kind of idea of fun if we were in a zombie apocalypse situation this way. I just take whatever I can to survive. Come a bag of potato chips, a few snack cakes, fruit cakes, soda, pretzels, Pop-Tarts, beef jerky, M&M's, Reese's, gummy lifesavers. Even the frozen pizza I'd be taking too.
Freeze! Oh no! There are no freebies in Flip's house!
Flip! He's alive!
Oh, goody.
Freeze, bozos!
Huh?
There are no freebies in Flip's house!
Oh, it's just a pre-recording message. Still gonna take whatever I got. Especially when most of the security cameras are down. But then another zombie show up at Flips. Did that word sound so familiar to anybody out there who watched this a second time?
Eat congealed cheese, zombie!
There! Pretty as a picture. Ah! Zombies! There! Pretty as a picture.
So after they escape the zombie from Flip's place, they go to Tall Timbers Pond where Lana actually had to take care of the fish sturgeons in Scales of Justice, as Lincoln and Clyde are actually making their way to their hideout. And wait a minute, when did this ever come into the show? I don't know, I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Ooh, I think we've got something.
This is Mayor Davis. If there are any stragglers out there, I urge you to please come to the mall.
Lincoln, Clyde, she's talking to you. Get your butts down here.
Lola, give that back to the mayor.
Okay, fuck that, I'm turning this to a different station.
KZMB, all zombie radio.
Give you any ideas?
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm sorry. As Lincoln and Clyde are actually gonna make their way to the mall, they encounter more zombies.
Clyde, wait!
Robot bounty hunter.
More zombies? What do we do?
You know, that was my trouble in the Land of the Dead game. These zombies don't know when to give the fuck up. They just come at me from everywhere, and I have to end up killing them, shooting them, chopping their heads up, blowing them up, you know what I'm saying. But Lincoln and Clyde actually use another zombie movie logic to save their skins.
We borrow another move from Colonel Austin. Ha! Fresh brains over here!
And you're gonna want to munch on mine. I just aced my mad test.
Think it worked?
Yes. Let's move. Good job on that test, by the way. I know you studied really hard.
That's bloody charming, that is.
I digress.
Digress.
Thank you, animal. Anyways.
Another zombie! We gotta lose it! Or we'll be leading it straight to our families!
Does anybody recognize that silhouette? Because I don't think it's so obvious when you're looking at the silhouette shadows to tell who those really are.
Quick! Grab a branch! Now! Zombs away!
So then the two boys actually make it to the supermarket, which I'm hoping that damn Mr. T manager's not even there. Oh, face it, he's not even there because of this zombie apocalypse.
Quick! Open that freezer door!
Now hide, quick.
Stay cool, bird boy. Can you be cold, Batman? You have 11 minutes to thaw the bird.
And believe me, that could take hours if you do it right. Ciao.
I'm sorry, even if I hate that movie so much, I still like the ice jokes.
Let's get to the mall!
Don't run, you idiots. Did y'all not just realize that you just slipped ice water on the floor? The boys actually arrived at the construction site and they're still being followed by these zombies.
I can't get a break here.
And just as things are about to get really, really interesting, Lincoln and Clyde start fighting for their lives.
Time to take out the trash! Come on, let's go!
But let's face it, the sooner we get close to the end of this, the more I am actually gonna laugh when I tell you all something.
Good thing we kept backup clothes in the secret hideout. Yeah, but I wish I hadn't gone so formal.
Oh my god.
I can't take this shit. Are you serious?
Well, Lincoln and Clyde actually make it to the mall, and here's where I'm gonna tell you guys something about this review. Don't worry, we're gonna get there.
Getting inside. Let's gear up. Right, rain protect.
Lincoln! Clyde! You're hurting your fathers! Huh?
Oh, I am so sorry for you.
Does anybody else notice what's wrong with this scene? How about this? Lucy's got no arms. But what the fuck, nobody's perfect, even the animators. And anywho, the zombies actually turn out to be their fathers. And here's where I'm about to drop the ball. But first, let's hear this bit.
We thought you were zombies. We've been fighting them all day.
No, you haven't. You've been fighting us.
What?
What?
What? Nothing. You said what first?
I didn't say what first. I asked you what.
No, you said and then what, and I said what.
No, I said what? Like what?
You said what first?
Now you're making fun of me?
No, you misunderstood.
We've been trying to find you. See, there was a big storm last night.
This is Mayor Davis. I urge all citizens of Royal Woods to evacuate to the mall. We have supplies and a generator so you can wait out the storm there.
I can't find Lincoln and Clyde. Take the girls to the mall. The McBrides and I will find the boys.
Well, we've been chasing you boys all over town, yelling our voices out.
So all the zombies we thought we attacked were really you guys?
Oh, I got the bruises. Ask my two. Prove it.
Wow, we're really sorry.
Oh, wow, shit. Yeah, okay, here's something I actually don't get about this episode. And trust me when you guys are gonna laugh when I say this. You know, if this storm cut all the electricity out around the house, but how the hell was the electricity still running in the bunker that Lincoln and Clyde were actually in watching the marathon? See, this would have been possible for them to actually catch the news while they were down there in that bunker. But whatever, the bunker may still be running on some kind of source of energy purpose. But somewhat, you could have still gave the boys heads up about it. And if foreshadowing wasn't even enough, you can already tell who the silhouettes are. Especially if you've seen Lean Sr. so many times in the dark. Though, has anyone else even noticed that Howard actually has brown hair instead of the usual red hair in this episode? He actually had brown hair. I mean, he actually was seen with the actual brown hair in 11 Hours of Leaping and Snow Way Down, but in other episodes, he had the red hair.
So where were you during the storm?
Watching the swarm of the zombies marathon in Lisa's bunker.
What the hell?
What? Impossible! How did you crack my passcode? It's your birthday! Dang it.
Next time, try not to make things too easy for everybody else to know, especially the mayor and Mr. Grouse.
Normally, we would punish you for sneaking out of the house like that, but I think you've been through enough today.
They've been through enough!
Bitch!
I've got melted cheese everywhere!
Oh, where?
Would you stop complaining?
We're really sorry about that, Dad. And the ice at the grocery store. And the branches at the park. And the garbage can at the Burpin' Burger.
I didn't go to the Burpin' Burger. Neither did I! Neither did I!
No, I didn't. Neither did I.
Here comes something else I'm about to drop the ball on. Remember what I said before about that zombie that was at the Burpin' Burger that sounded like John DiMaggio? Well, guess who it is?
Oh, yeah! Free burgers! They might be cold, but Flip ain't complaining!
Yep, and there you have it. But here's something ironic about that. You know, if Flip actually was making an actual warning call against someone stealing from his store, but look at what he's doing right here. He's actually stealing from the Burpin' Burger.
Dirty Jew!
And yet you kind of could tell that it was actually Flip that was actually at the Burpin' Burger. As if you didn't see so much the citizens that were actually at the mall. Flip was actually even there. Oh well. So that turned out to be the last Loud on Earth. So, no lie about this. It's not a bad and it's not a good episode, but somehow I really enjoyed this one. Because maybe there were some good things about this, better than One That Flew Over the Loud House, which some people had a problem with that episode due to what's happening this year in 2020. But at first when I'm watching this episode, I started disliking this episode, and when watching it through October, there's some really good aspects to it. Especially I like that the family wasn't even harmed because it was just the storm that actually really happened. And especially like how the ending was, how Flip was a zombie. Because to me, I always think he was such a walking infection. And I really so much love the atmosphere of this episode, how everything is so creepy and everything is so dark. Especially when it's nighttime and mysterious, when there's a bunch of these figures that are chasing them. And especially in all that fog. Even though this is a Lincoln and Clyde episode, I will say this and I will not regret saying it. This is way better than Jeers for Fears. But if I had to say one nitpick about this episode, it would have to be the dads. Because if they were looking for Lincoln and Clyde so much the whole entire time, then why were they talking like zombies? They're not sick or anything. I don't know, why did they have to act like a bunch of zombies if they weren't even sick at all? It would have been so much better if Lincoln and Clyde were actually hiding from these mysterious figures who were out to get them, and these guys weren't saying lines at all. But all in all, good and decent, good jokes, good atmosphere. So next week, the intro is going to go back to the way it was before, and I'm going to finish doing some episode requests from this month and next month, and I got to get ready for December 7th too. I'm the Loud House Critic, and don't go out alone at night.
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove, it's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.